Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on the second Maiden's tragedy and we are in Act 4, Scene 4. We're going to get to hear from Govianus today, but just heads up, things are fairly disturbing. So if you are not into it and need to tune out, I totally understand. So the things that have happened, Lady killed herself so that she wouldn't have to be with the Tyrant King, but the Tyrant King decided that he needed to steal her body so that he could still have her around. So he plans on keeping her coated in honey so that he can do whatever it is that he needs or wants to do with her body in her death. He had a couple of soldiers help him break into the cathedral. Well, they got keys to the cathedral, so they didn't actually break in, but they broke apart her tomb. They took her out. They put the top back on the tomb, and Tyrant King he's distraught that she's dead, but he's feeling good about this choice to take her body so that he can have it for the rest of time. And one of the soldiers at the very end of Act 4, Scene 3 was like, this is not good. And also now, like, anybody that comes to mourn her is going to be mourning to like an empty tomb. That's just kind of weird. So Act 4, Scene 4 starts out at the tomb, which we, the audience, know is empty, but Govianus and his page have shown up. He wants to grieve his wife. So they walk in, and Govianus starts off the scene saying, "Already mine eye melts, the monument. No sooner stood before it, but a tear ran swiftly from me to express her duty. Temple of honor, I salute thee early, the time that my griefs rise. Chamber of peace, where wounded virtue sleeps locked from the world, I bring to be acquainted with thy silence, sorrows that love no noise. They dwell all inward, where truth and love in every man should dwell. Be ready, boy, give me the strain again. 'Twill show well here, whilst in my grief's devotion, at every rest mine eye lets fall a bead to keep the number perfect." He's grieving. He's very much grieving here. He comes in, and the second he sees her tomb, he starts crying, and he pays tribute to the tomb itself. He's like, I'm here super early in the morning because that's as soon as it hits me that, I need to be grieving that something is horribly wrong. And he says, this wonderful, beautiful chamber of peace, I'm bringing all of my sadness here because my sadness needs to be honored with silence, which is what I'm going to find here. He's like, all these really deep feelings are found deep within a person. And then he turns to the page and he's like, sing that song again for me, would you? So the page then sings a song honoring Lady and what a wonderful woman she was, and how beautiful and how kind and all these sorts of things. And when he's done singing it, Govianus is like, thank you. That was basically perfect. And you captured her really well, and you captured my missing her really well. He's like, I'm going to take care of you throughout your career. That was lovely. Thank you. Can I have a moment, please? So the page then exits. He turns and he's going to continue grieving, continue maybe talking to Lady's tomb in the way that, you do when you're missing someone. The ghost of Lady appears and says, I'm not here. And he's going to have a monologue about that tomorrow. So I'll see you then. Mwah.